Hello everyone, my name is Rylan here with Scoreboard Nation. I'm going to be showing you how to set up your LED rolling poster boards today. Starting off, when you receive the package, they come in this big crate. First thing you have to do is, let me swing this around, there's two clasps on this left-hand side. You twist them to the left and release them. From there, this door will pop open, swing open, wide to reveal your two poster boards waiting for you. Inside of this box, besides the poster boards, you'll find 3 boxes with spare parts. The most important box is the larger one labeled Nova Star. Inside of here, you'll find your power cords, your data cords, and the Allen wrench tool that you'll need to put together the boards. After identifying your accessories, you'll go ahead and unstrap that Velcro and let this ramp down. From here, the boards will be able to roll out just like so. On the setup part, once you have your Allen wrench tool, you'll identify which end of these swings up and out. Before you go ahead and stand the board up, you'll want to notice that the shorter one is the one that is going to need to flip up and over. Before you do this, it's important to lock all of your wheels to prevent the platform from sliding on you. I might just zoom through this part. Yeah. It's a real sexy way to do that. Once all your wheels are locked and secured, you'll go ahead and reach down and flip the top panel up and over. It will sit pretty securely up here, but the first thing you'll want to do is note these two hanging metal pieces on the back. You'll slide them up and over this Allen piece and lightly hand tighten just to make sure the board doesn't go anywhere while you do the second tightening step. Once those are locked in place, you'll notice the instructions on the back that show which way lock and unlock is. You'll go ahead and throw the Allen wrench in and turn it to the desired direction to lock the screen in place. It should be about 1.5 turns. If you have more than 2 screens and are wanting to combine the two for a multi-screen mosaic, I'm going to show you how to put them together. First thing you do is slide them together side by side and remove these magnetic flaps from the middles. They simply come right off and go in the very back parallel. Once you have these all put aside, you put 2 panels together as close as you can. It may take a little fidgeting to get them close the first time, and 2 people may make it easier. Once you have them pushed together, you'll use your same Allen wrench tool to combine both of the screens together. There will be 4 of those ports down the sides of the board. Let's start top to bottom and find each one. They'll be between our metal panels right here. And you'll take your Allen wrench and slowly get in there. Okay. Like I said, this may take some finicking around to get it in place, but once you get the first one in, you'll see them push together like that, and from there, it's smooth sailing. Once you have those 4 locked in, the only thing you need to do to connect both screens is grab your HDMI cable, which was in that brown cardboard box, and we'll go to the back side. We usually like to connect from right to left, which I'll show you later in the app. So for that case, the HDMI will go in the port that is labeled HDMI out, which means it is putting out a signal that will go into the next board. So once we have that into the HDMI out, the other end will go to the HDMI in, which means it is receiving the signal from this first board. Whenever you are playing these boards on your screen, you will only technically be controlling the first one, and all the content is sent from this first box. So in that case, this is the only antenna that needs to be up to connect to the Wi-Fi and the app. It's also important to note, although I don't have them here, you will need a power supply for each LED poster board. Once those are locked in place, we'll now move on to plugging in our board and getting content up on the screen. You'll find in the big box that I talked about at the beginning your power cord. It's the one with the blue tip and the American plug-in. We'll go ahead to the back of the board. On the far right-hand side, there will be an orange box. You'll go ahead and plug this one in and twist it to the right. Then the other end can be plugged into your power supply. After you've gone ahead and plugged power in, the last thing you'll do back here is flip this black antenna up towards the sky. Once your screen is plugged into power and you have that antenna up, all the rest is on your phone. The first thing you'll need to do is go into your settings and locate the Wi-Fi for this screen. It should pop up with letters starting with T40 and then some random letters at the end. Once you find that Wi-Fi, the password for it is capital SN 2008 @ plus. Now I'm going to walk you through how to use the Vplex Handy app to control your Scoreboard Nation LED rolling poster. We are going to cover 4 things: connecting your device, creating a solution, playback control, and managing your screens, including multi-screen mosaics. Let's get into it. First thing you need to do is connect your phone to the board's Wi-Fi. Your board does not come with a Wi-Fi sticker, so here is how to identify each board. Turn them on one at a time, open your phone's Wi-Fi settings, and look for a network that appears as a series of numbers. That is your board. We recommend labeling the back of each board with a Sharpie as you go, so you always know which is which. The Wi-Fi password for every Scoreboard Nation board is capital SN 2008 @+. This is important. Once you are set up, please change your password immediately inside of the app settings. This is a default password shared across all boards, and changing it ensures nobody else can connect to your display. The Wi-Fi network has no internet access. It is a direct connection to your board only. On iPhone, set your Ask to Join option to Ask to prevent your phone from auto-switching back to your regular network. Now, open Vplex Handy, tap Local Control, find your board in the device list, and tap Connect. Enter the admin password, which is, again, capital SN 2008 @+, and log in. Now that you are connected to your screen, let's build a solution. A solution is the content playlist that plays on your board. Tap Solutions Management, then New Solution, and give it a name. Something to note, our LED rolling poster boards have a resolution of 344 pixels wide by 1032 pixels tall. Any image or video you want to display needs to be built to these exact dimensions before importing. Content that is not the right size will appear stretched or cropped on the screen. Tap the Media button at the bottom of the editor. Select your file from the photo library, fill in the canvas, and tap Save when you are done. Once your solution is saved, tap Publish to send it to your board. Now we will select Playback Control, which is how you publish your solutions to the board. From here, you can pause, stop, or switch between solutions at any time without rebuilding anything. To update your content, just edit the solution, save it, and publish again. No cables or complicated steps, it publishes instantly. You will find that when you enter Playback Control, all your solutions are listed. You click on each one you want and move on from there. Moving on to how to use multi-screen mosaics to set up 2 different screens. From the home screen, tap Screen Management. Here you can adjust the brightness, set power on and off, and monitor your screen status in real time. If you are running multiple boards and want them to work together as one continuous display, here's how to set that up. First, start with your HDMI cables. The board on the far left gets an HDMI cable plugged into the port labeled HDMI out. That cable then plugs into the next board's port labeled HDMI in. This repeats for as many boards as you have. Out on the left always feeds into in on the next board to the right, meaning a signal is coming out from one and into the other. Once your boards are connected with cables, connect your phone only to the far left board's Wi-Fi. That board controls the entire group. You do not need to connect to each individual board. In Vplex Handy, go to Screen Management and select the Multi-Screen Mosaic option. Choose the number of boards you have and arrange them left to right. The far left board is position 1, the next position is 2, and so on. Before publishing, make sure your content dimensions account for the full combined width. Each board is 344 pixels. 2 boards would be 688 wide, and 3 boards would be 1032 wide, and so on. Make sure to get that right before you publish, and everything should display seamlessly across all devices. That is everything you need to get set up and running. Connect your device, create your solution at the correct dimensions, use Playback Control to publish, and manage your screens.